Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. I'm for my dear audience. In this video, I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of cool welding project, idea for sale, or cool welding project idea for uh, different decoring purpose. So, my dear guys, when we talk about a cool welding project, then different question arise in our mind, like as what is the cold welding process, or what is a cool arc welding system, or what is the effect of a cool welding. So my dear guys, interesting welding fact: over 50% of all man-made products were created by welding. Everything from cars to the home we live has been touched by welding. So welding is a career that is already in demand. So it is used in manufacturing, construction, and nearly every industry in between. So, what is a cold welding process? Cold welding or contact welding is a solid state welding process that requires little or no heat or fusion to join two or more metal together. Instead, the energy used for creating a weld comes in the form of a pressure. So, what is a cool arc welding system? The welding cooling process is carried out either by air or quick cooling method. So, cooling through the air weakens the resistance of the steel metal. Cooling by water improves the property of the steel metal. So, a reduction factor should be used when air is used for cooling. My dear guys, what is the effect of cold welding? Clean and strong weld. Since cold welding metal don't go through molten or liquid phase, no liquid metal are pushing out of joint because there is a lower chance of haze, and cold welding materials are stronger after welding. So cold welded joints are also much easier to trim cleanly. So is welding a cool job? Welding can be a worthwhile career for those who enjoy working with their hands and have a passion for creating things. So welders can earn a good salary, especially those who specialize in a certain type of welding or work in high demand industry. So five facts on welding, interesting facts all about welding. First of all, there are more than 30 different types of welding, and traveling welder can earn well over $1 lakh annually. And when two pieces of metal touch in space, they become instantly welded together. And over 50% of US product requires welding. And when was cold welding first used? The first known example in Britain of hammer welding at ambient temperature. The for true cold pressure welding date back to the later Bronze Age around 700 BC. So, my dear guys, when we talk about a historical background, then my dear guy, question also me who invented cold welding? Reverend J.T. Desaguliers, the history of cold welding. In 1724, for example, Reverend J.T. Desaguliers appears to have successfully cold welded two metal using cold weld techniques. He showed that when he pressed and twisted two lead balls of the same diameter together, they would stick to each other. And is cold welding easy? This process allows the two pieces to fuse together, creating a joint that's as strong as the original metal itself. However, cold welding can be a time consuming and expensive process. So, cold welding is a viable method for joining metals such as steel with the use of great pressure. So, my dear guys, cold welding project also usage are in a different categorical position, like as decoring our house, especially when any anniversary, like as a marriage anniversary, or we use as a pot a flower pot for incoming or welcoming our dear guests, dear audience. You can also, dear guest, welcome. So, my dear guys, it can be other used. It can be a flowering grow. Also, we make a pot and take plastic flowers and we decorate in our house, in front of our house, or in also sitting room we can use it, or in living room, or in a dining tables we on above dining table we can also decorate. So my dear guys, is cooled welding easy? This process allows the two pieces to fuse together, creating a joint that's as strong as the original metal itself. However, cold welding can be a time consuming and expensive process. So, cold welding is a viable method for joining metals such as steel with use of a great pressure. So, what are the application of cold welding? Cold welding is popular for welding wires of different metal since no heat is involved in the process. So, it is widely used in welding underground wire or where flammable gases could be present. Beside it finds application in welding objects that are heat sensitive, such as thin containers and explosive items. So, what is air-cooled welding? Air-cooled welding torches are cooled by air. They use ambient air and shielding gas to dissipate the heat. So, thicker copper capping is used to enable the cable to transfer the electricity to begin without excessive heat buildup. So, these systems are simpler and more rigid, ultimately requiring less maintenance. So, what is water cooled welding? With the water cooled or gas or liquid cooled, they all mean the same thing. So, these depend on water or liquid to transfer heat into the power cable. Contact tape the nozzle systematically. It is a more efficient system for cooling. How to prevent cold welding? The easiest and most effective solution is lubrication. In Europe and US, Glitmo hemp lubricant have been used for decades as pre-lubrication coatings on stainless steel and other alloy fasteners to minimize the risk of thread sizing. Glatmo HMP lubricant are easy to apply and manage. So, what is a cooled welder defect? Cooled lap is a type of welder defect which occurs when molten metal does not completely fuse with the cold plate surface. So, this produces a crack like defect, often very small, which is parallel to the plate. So, the cold lap welder defect has been classified into three types, namely spatter overlap and spatter overlap cooled lap. So, what causes cold start in welding? The heat being put into the metal is rapidly pulled away from the weld and into the surrounding aluminum, causing what is referred to as a cold start condition. So, why is weld important? Welding is an essential component of many industries such as automotive industry, the construction industry, the aviation industry, and more. So, without this form of metal work, so many things, including many buildings, gates, and fences, small kitchens, appliances, vehicles, and even space travel would not exist. So, my dear guys, I think that my video and my these cool welding project ideas inspired you much. And if inspired, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video with your affectionate love. Also, thank you very much, guys, for watching my video. Once again, thank you very much.